They called me the voice of a generation. But the truth is, I was just a small-town kid with a guitar, a head full of words, and a heart full of questions. There's a lot people don't know about me, like how I once lied about my real name to get into the music world, or that I went completely off the grid when I was at the peak of my fame, or how I shocked everyone when I switched from acoustic folk to electric rock, and people booed me for it. But behind every headline, there's a story. This is mine. Before I begin, if you enjoy stories like this, real, raw, and inspiring, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. It helps voices like mine be heard and keeps powerful stories alive. Even now, after 6 decades in music, people still debate me. They say I'm difficult, mysterious, even arrogant.
Why?
Because I never gave them what they expected. In the 60s, I was a protest singer. Then I stopped writing protest songs. People said I was betraying the movement. In 2016, when I was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature, some critics said, "A songwriter? Really? But lyrics are literature, too. If Shakespeare had a guitar, maybe he would have done the same." I've always believed in evolution, not approval. Today, I'm not chasing fame or headlines. I still tour. Yes, even in my 80s. They call it the never-ending tour. And I still write. I still think. I still change. In 2020, I released Rough and Rowdy Ways, and people said, "Bob still got it." But I never lost it. I just stopped showing it to everyone. When the world went quiet during the pandemic, I reflected, wrote poems, read history, played old blues records. I'm not done yet. Let me take you back. Hibbing, Minnesota. I was a kid obsessed with rock and roll. One time, I tried to build a radio tower in my backyard, thinking I could broadcast music across the whole town. I climbed up the tree with wires and parts, almost fell, and my mom ran outside screaming. She said, "Robert Zimmerman, get down from there." Yeah. Before Bob Dylan, I was Robert Zimmerman. That radio tower didn't work, but I found another way to be heard. It wasn't always applause and awards. In the late 1960s, I was in a motorcycle accident. People think it nearly killed me. Truth is, I used it as an excuse to disappear, to breathe. I moved upstate, became a father, hid from the chaos. Fame had become a prison. I needed out. In the 80s, people said I was washed up. My albums weren't selling. Critics were harsh. Even I questioned myself, but I never quit. I played in tiny bars, wrote songs no one heard, and searched for that spark again. And eventually, I found it. I hitchhiked to New York in the winter of 1961. I had no money, just a guitar, a dream, and a fake story that I'd traveled with a carnival. I played in coffee houses in Greenwich Village, slept on couches, and studied Woody Guthrie's music like scripture. My first album flopped, but I didn't stop. Then I wrote Blowin in the Wind. People listened, really listened. Suddenly, I wasn't just a kid with a guitar. I was the voice of change. Then came The Times They Are A-Changin', like a Rolling Stone, and Mr. Tambourine Man. But success doesn't always feel like success. While everyone else was celebrating, I felt like disappearing. So I did. I switched things up. Electric guitars, cryptic lyrics. I wasn't trying to shock people. I was trying to stay alive creatively. And despite the boos, the backlash, and the headlines, I never backed down. Looking back now, I see a life of reinvention. I was never trying to be a hero or a poet or a prophet. I just wanted to write songs that meant something to me and maybe to you. People still ask, what does your music mean? Well, that's the beauty of it. It means what you need it to mean. So if you've ever felt lost, if you've ever wanted to run away, start over, or just be heard, maybe my story is your story too. This isn't the end. There's always another verse, another tour, another song. So don't forget to subscribe, because next time we'll go even deeper. There are stories I've never told, and maybe, just maybe, I'll let you in on the next one.